Sagittarius, welcome to your reading, general reading for the energy of Sagittarius for the month of February 2024. So whether you Sag, dealing with a Sag, got Sag in your chart, however you came here, Spirit brought you here, there's a message here for you. So I encourage you to open your heart, mind and soul to receive what that message may be. All right, so let's get right into the reading for you, Sagittarius. So there's one of two ways that you can benefit from my readings. You can just watch the reading all the way through from beginning to end, and then you go with the guidance that you get. Or you can watch it and then go back and actually work through the messages in your journal to really grow. That is what I recommend. I have got two flagship tarot readers whose readings I really always go to, and I work through that in my journal, and it's really amazing the results that you get from it, to not just go for the messages that you want to hear, okay, but to really hear from source. And if I can become one of those flagship readers for you, it will be my absolute honor. But listen to your heart. Let your heart guide you in the direction that is right for you. All right. What I would also like you to do, Sagittarius, is I want you to, in your heart, to focus on that one burning question that have brought you to this reading, and to be open to receive some clear guidance and communication from your angels on the matter. So you ask a question that can be answered as yes, no, maybe, possibly, perhaps, a little bit of guidance perhaps around it. And at the end of the reading, we're going to draw you an angel oracle card for that. And when I say we, I'm talking about myself and my spiritual team. So the first card that came out there for you, first of three, is Let the Fire Dragons Sleep. All right. What is it that you might be poking your finger in here, Sagittarius? It might not be the best idea. And why are you doing it? All right. Sometimes when we feel a little bit frustrated, when we maybe feel unappreciated, when we feel that life isn't going in sort of like any direction for us or anything like that, we can find ourselves, I say I should swap it around, okay? We can find ourselves being tempted to almost in a sense, tempt faith. I'm going to say to you, stop tempting faith. All right. And the reason why that is coming up for you, my beautiful Sagittarius, is because, I don't know, there's a sense of, I won't say, it's almost like expanding frustration because it's been growing here for a while. All right. So let's draw the first card up for you. It says, Let the Fire Dragons Sleep. Okay. What is it that you might be enticing in here that may be better to maybe just, sort of steer, not even clear from, but to, not necessarily piss in the dragon's face type of thing. Okay? To not sort of like, open a Pandora's box here for yourself that may not necessarily need to be open. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to be this nimble being. Let's see what the booklet says. A warning to stay out of drama, respecting the consequences of possible dangerous outcomes, dealing with contrary people. All right? So the thing here that I'm getting for you, Sagittarius, is that everything is not quite as it seems. All right? Everything is not quite as it seems. And it's not always the most wonderful sort of space to be in and to experience. And I know that sometimes you feel you want to do something, I must do something, I'm just going to initiate some action, I don't even care how it plays out. That mindset is not going to do you very well. All right? You might end up getting in things that you regret that is not for your benefit. Now, this is where your journaling work begins to come in, my beautiful Sagittarius. I want you to look at this, to freeze the screen, to screenshot it, so that afterwards you go back and in your journal, you begin to work through these things. It says that this situation cannot be healed through this expression, for it could become an indulgence and misuse of power. All right? Sometimes when we don't feel all that balanced in our life, we become a little bit like that frustrated child. We're like, fuck that shit, and we just take all these actions that are really to our detriment sometimes. All right? So you are encouraged here to pause and to breathe, even if it's hard. All right? To pause and to breathe before the next step, my beautiful Sagittarius, even if it's hard. Okay? Because just jumping into action and saying, I don't care what's going to happen, I'm just going to fly in the deep end, and if it's a situation of burn, baby, burn, then it's burn, baby, burn. No, Babas. No. There is a way better outcome here available for you. All right? And I don't even necessarily feel that it is life trying to teach you patience or anything like that. I just feel that, you may have a little bit overplayed your hand. Maybe you were making fun of a situation and you were actually genuinely being lighthearted. Other people were maybe not as lighthearted. Maybe you miscalculated the situation a little bit. I feel that for some of you, it almost might feel stuck in a space. And you're actually ready to go to that new next sort of space. All right? But you want to pause and breathe, because the frustration might make you feel sort of hard. And this is where we say we do actions to the people, detrimental actions to the people that we love. We say things to the people that we care about that hurt and even might irrevocably damage the situation that doesn't need to be damaged. Okay, next card. I bought this card specifically for my upcoming course that is starting on February the 22nd, which is Psychic Development through Oracle Card Reading. And it's all about co-creating with Spirit. And this is what's so beautiful about this deck. And it's all about living on purpose. And may you have gotten a little bit off purpose, possibly, Sagittarius. Might it be to check in with yourself, to do a little bit of homework with introspection here within yourself. All right? It says, beyond your fears, the weavers dance. So the weavers are the creators of life, basically. The inspiration that you get, the idea, what about this, how about that? And you go like, I can't do that. Of course you can. The negative effects of prolonged fearful thoughts, moving out of fight, flight, freeze, being courageous in spite of your fears. Freeze, screenshot this. All right. Perhaps you've experienced something in your life that as you're constantly on patrol, your brain is in survival mode, always seeking potential threats, trying to keep you safe, but also cutting you off from your connection from spirit. All right? And that is why you're encouraged to leave those dragons sleeping. Don't you be messing with them. All right? Let them hibernate. Let them do their thing. At the right time, they will awaken. And then you can be powerful together, because you are growing in your power and your strength at this particular point in time, my beautiful Sagittarius. All right? You've definitely had it together most of your life in many, many ways, regardless of what even you may say. You might be like, I've always been so anxious, and you've actually really had things together. But now it feels everything is a little bit out of your control, and sometimes we have to surrender to life and just say, you know what? I surrender all. I surrender all. Okay? And just hand over. Removing the mask. You may have been only enticing in certain things, withholding yourself from certain things, only hanging in certain circles, only doing certain stuff, ignoring other things, keeping a certain door closed. I see a closed door. It's specifically a brown door. It seems like those older sort of doors you got. The ones that are sort of like hollow in the middle. Been keeping it closed. Maybe there's something that was difficult to face. Maybe there's a memory of a past loved one. All right, let's see what messages we might have for you from past loved ones. And whichever past loved one you're thinking about, my beautiful Sagittarius, that is the energy that's coming up for you. Human, animal, plant, this is the energy that's coming up for you. Message from a past loved one for my beautiful, beautiful Sagittarius, please. You might be doubting it, you might not be seeing it, but things are turning in a better direction for you, in a more positive direction for you. Things are definitely taking a positive turn for you. All right? But you got to say yes to it. You got to believe it. You're not saying this message by chance. I'm not telling you all of this just because I want to impress you and I want you to like, share, comment, and subscribe, which, by the way, I do want you to do, so please do. But, that is not my intention. My intention with even starting my YouTube video, which is my intention with everything that I do, is to help those who are willing and ready to discover their magic, to unlock it, to expand it, to maintain it, to benefit from it, so that their life can get better and better all the time. All right? Now, what is your focus? What is your intention? Why are you here? What is your intention in life? What is your focus in life? Take some time to really, really think about that. Ace of Staves. You are getting some strong messages in your heart. You might even be feeling messages in your body, in your physicality. All right. Also remember that you can speak to energy. So if it feels a little bit too overwhelming, it feels too strong, it feels maybe a little bit combobulated, you can speak to the energy and you can say to the energy, I need you to take it easy. All right. Or easier. The world. The disconnection that you've been feeling from this loved one is coming to an end because you are stepping into this powerful realization that you are one, that you are connected, and it's also really the door's just a gateway and a window. All right? Let's see what your holy guardian angel has got to say about this. So your holy guardian angel has been assigned to you to be with you throughout your life. Before you were born, after you die, and throughout all your lifetimes, you are never alone. All right? So if you are still struggling to connect, remember that grief is actually something that keeps us disconnected from our loved ones, from that experience of feeling that profound connection. Because grief, now grief is normal, don't try not to have it, but grief is something that makes you feel that sense of loss. We are not with each other, we are separated. And when we move through that part of separation, so you can still feel the grief, but you go to that part where you are almost experiencing your loved one in the breath and the wind. Now there's a closer connection that grows. So even if you are a psychic medium that has been having some challenges connecting with a past loved one, you've been frustrated, you couldn't understand why that has been happening, maybe your grief has been so overwhelming that has actually withheld you from that connection, but now you're moving into a space where you can have that connection again. Well, rather being aware of the fact that you've always had it. I think this is such a funky card. If the wild ones come with sticks. So now here's a couple of questions that you want to ask yourself. So the difference between if and when. What if they come and when do they come? What are these wild ones for you and what are the sticks? All right. And is this really a threatening situation that's going on in this card, or is it really a positive unfolding? Okay. What is truly happening here for you? What is truly transpiring for you? It speaks about negative self-talk, self-criticism, harsh judgment of the self and of others and of gossip. Those are all things that keep us away from a higher alignment, but sometimes those things can also be a blessing in disguise. Because when we look at the things that we don't like, that make us feel unbalanced and fearful and distrustful and those sort of things, by seeing what we don't like, we can also see what we do like and do want, because anything can be a blessing in disguise. All right? So I want to encourage you, my beautiful, beautiful Sagittarius, to look at anything in life that you don't like and that it's not pleasant, anything like that, and see how that is how that can be a blessing in disguise for you. Grab your screenshots. Could you be comparing yourself to others and feeling resentful? And there's something that you want to remember in that. Nobody truly has life together. Everybody on this planet is doing the best that they can with the knowledge and the understanding that they have. All right? We are souls having a human being experience on planet Earth. As a soul having a human being experience, we are the universe expressing itself in human form. I want you to hear me. You are the universe expressing itself in human form. That is how big a deal you are, my beautiful, beautiful Sagittarius. All right? So let's get you some messages from Gaia. Gaia, what is it that my beautiful, beautiful Sagittarius needs to know? What is it that they need to be aware of? Okay, so there's a couple of cards there. I'm going to show you them, but I'm only going to take the one out for you to work through. So there's Fairy Stone Fertility, which is all about new beginnings. Spirit Chords, music. What jams are you listening to? Make sure that you listen to music that is uplifting. Be aware, be sure that the creation of that music is uplifting. That those lyrics are uplifting. That the artist and the people that's working on it, as far as you can know, are, working in a positive way. Lapis lazuli, past life, drawing back your power. Scholasite, peace, beautiful peace coming to your life. But above all, you've got malachite, which is healing. And malachite is often referred to as a money stone. All right? In many of the Asian areas, well, I do speak under correction, but I do know in olden times, you would maybe find like a piece of malachite, in the money box or in the cash register or on the desk, of the CEO. Because malachite, it's about drawing power and drawing money and prosperity and beautiful abundance and success, abundant success. But it does so by actually drawing in peace, by healing situations that are unhealed, and by doing so, it actually balances the vibration in the space, so what you want comes to you easily and effortlessly. So you see how important, doing your deeper inner healing work is. All right? It works on all the chakras. Grab your screen. All right? Malachite has the ability to penetrate through all the levels: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. It's a great crystal to work with if you have broken bones, bruises, or physical issues. You see, it keeps on healing. It's a great gift to give to someone if they're in a hospital. Just remember, though, that malachite, if it is not polished and it comes in direct contact with the skin, so polish basically means, when you get those crystals with a smooth surface, even though some naturally have smooth surfaces, but they've been polished, there's a thin layer of varnish on it. So with malachite, if it comes in direct contact with the skin and it hasn't been polished, it can actually release almost like a poisonous sort of toxin into the body. Because remember, crystals are still from the earth. Right now we're here with moonstone, sorry. Deep physical healing penetrates all levels of your being and promotes overall healing. Let's show you your screens. This card indicates relief is coming and healing is at hand. Relief is coming and healing is at hand. What situation are you healing from? All right? We claim that for ourselves. From the Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Lynn, let's see what the plan of your life has for you, the akashic records, the essence of life, the dream weavers. I love this deck of cards. Back in 2019, when I told one of my sisters that I'm going to start my full-time business, my full-time card reading business officially now, she sent me this beautiful deck of cards. There's 2 cards that came out for you. The second one is so beautiful. Unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. Just because you feel you're in this place that's all ha-ha and it's all terrible and it's all uncertain and things like that, remember the most beautiful, the most powerful new beginning sometimes feels very trippy in the beginning. Doesn't mean that you're in the wrong place. Spirit is always with you. All right? There is this bigger essence of life that has got you in the palm of its hand. And it's here to serve only your highest good. And look at this, you are protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. It's going to be interesting to see what your message from the angels are there. But before we get you that, let's get a deeper message from your angels again. Let's build upon that message. Angels, what else do we have for my beautiful, beautiful Sagittarius? What is it that they need to know? Knight of Wands, it is safe for you to pursue your dreams right now. Follow your dreams. Your heart is opening, you are ready. This could even be new love or a beautiful love connection going to the next level. Either way, it's really, really beautiful. All right? Before we end off with your messages from your angels, from my beautiful, beautiful prayer box we've had for about 4.5 years. Very, very beautiful. And I recently acquired a second one, and I've got a bit of a spell going on in there. Beautiful, positive spell. These boxes can only be used for good. And I put my tarot cards in there to get direct messages from Spirit. There's a couple of other examples of them. A very good friend of mine makes them, and she practices ancient Egyptian magic, which is magic of light, positivity, power, and enlightenment, support. So they take 10 days to make with all this beautiful sacred geometry and positive incantations and everything. And then it stopped off with that beautiful, beautiful bespoke decoupage on there. So if you are open to, in South Africa, and you may be open to one of those boxes, then do contact me. There's a wide variety that you can choose from. All right, messages from Spirit for you. 5 of Pentacles. You might be feeling, so I'm picking up this repeatedly for you in your reading, Sagittarius, that you might be feeling a little bit at your wit's end. But sometimes, when you're at a wit's end, you can actually choose for yourself very clearly, this is not what I want. I want different. So then the same situation that actually comes through initially as this horrible, terrible, disgusting, almost sort of like pain in the ass, really, could be the opportunity for you to choose what you are consciously stepping away from, to not recreate it again, to say, I'm open to step away, but to also heal what brought me here in the first place. Know that even if you fall, you are safe, you are protected. Okay? Even if you fall, you won't be hurt. But there's some definite deeper healing that is required here for you. Now is the time for you to do it, because you are safe and the angels have got your back, my beautiful Sagittarius. Okay? And now let's see what your angel message is. What is it that the angels would like to share with you? You got your question? If you're not clear about it, pause the screen, pause the video, think about it, contemplate, and then come back for your answer. Spirit guides and guardian angels, what is it that my beautiful, beautiful Sagittarius needs to know? Especially if they're going through a difficult time right now, they're going through a trying time. They say I should draw you 2 cards. So that's the first one, and then the top one. So the top one says, get more information. So again, remember right from the start, and why I forget for more information, so I get a peaceful outcome. Remember right from the start of your reading, the angels were saying to you, don't just jump to the next big thing. And if you believe that you are worthy of it, there is literally nothing that is impossible to you. Okay? Remember, you are the power that makes the world go around. For good measure, let's draw you another angel card. If you are open to personal exploration, through a personal reading or some of my other services, you can take a look at what I have. There's a link to my website in the description, or it's listed. Or also, if you want to do personal self-development and growth, you can check out my online courses. Improving health across the board. My beautiful Sagittarius, things can only get better for you from here onwards, if you believe and you put in the work. All right? Remember, no impulsive jumps. Okay? So that is what I have for you. I hope that it helps. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I look forward to connecting with you on the next video.